Good morning readers. I, Harilal Vaghjee, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles. This 3rd of November 2020 opinion paper. Sir Harilal Vaghjee. As Speaker, he was loved, respected but also feared by both sides of the House, and he was a man of proven ability and integrity, and he was not a brute and a beast, not a monster, not a devil, not a sadist, not a psychopath. 1. A very warm welcome to this 3rd November opinion paper. Unlike other papers, we will briefly discuss only one major issue today. You are well advised to read with an analytical mind, to judge for yourselves, not to follow our line of argument or reasoning blindly or thoughtlessly, and to convince at least one people to join our Facebook and YouTube families. Thank you. Best wishes for a great day. Take care. 2. Students column. We had highlighted 14 English expressions on 1st November and 11 yesterday. Listen, young friends. You are indeed very fortunate to live in this age of the internet. In my times, there was nobody to guide me, as you are being advised today. Therefore, follow our advice. Do not ignore it. And remember, we have helped and saved many young people in the course of the last 5 decades. We are not bragging about our achievements. It is what history says. And that mission will continue till our last days. 3. With a Sir Harilal Vaghjee, the Speaker, I knew in 1977 and 1978. Alas, I knew him for only some 2 years of my short 10 years of parliamentary life. But those 2 years were not lost ones. For a labourer and ordinary primary school teacher like me, it was indeed a rare once-in-a-lifetime golden opportunity to learn from that towering personality and genius of his time, and Sir Harilal, hereinafter referred as Sir Harilal, opened up that opportunity for me and many others of my origin. Small wonder that each day of the 2 years was a revelation in itself. A dictionary in itself. And just on passant now, sometime in the mid-60s, I went to the National Assembly. The proceedings were held in the then lunchroom. Sir Harilal was not the Speaker. He allowed me to attend even though I was not wearing a coat. Both did not know that some 11 years later, fate would make us meet again. I was a Labour Party member of the Legislative Assembly. He was the Speaker. Soon after the December 1976 elections, I was at the library of the National Assembly from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day, except Sundays. To do extensive research on the proceedings. To learn from the speeches of the past great orators. The other members of the Legislative Assembly was Paul Berenger. If not, very few others cared about learning. Sir Harilal often came to the library. Maybe he could have developed some liking for me. At times, he would even sit by my side to exchange views. To be honest with you, I was terribly afraid of him. I feared making mistakes whilst voicing my feelings. But Sir Harilal was generous, magnanimous, noble, big-hearted and high-minded. He did everything to help me combat my shyness, lack of confidence, nervousness, timidity, inferiority complex and whatnot. Remember, that was inside the library and outside the National Assembly. But once on the chair, Sir Harilal was a completely different person. A no-nonsense, practical and direct speaker. Practical without being brutal. Our Facebook is eyewitness. We have written quite often on Sir Harilal. Here under are but a few reminders. 1. From 1967 to 1976, I often attended the National Assembly proceedings. There were great lawyers, teachers, orators, intellectuals, doctors, etc. as members. Just to name a few: Dr. Siwuzagaram Kulam, Harold Walter, Yusuf Mohammed, Gaetan Duval, Sukhdev Bisund Oil, Guy Oliveri, Raymond Rivet, Morris Lesage, and so many others. And before 1967, there was Jules Koenig, the leading lawyer of the Supreme Court. But Sir Harilal was respected and feared by both sides of the House. His command of English and French was phenomenal. so great and impressive, that nobody inside the National Assembly could equal him. But Sir Harilal was equally humble, simple, courteous, unpretentious, polite, respectful, and you name it. He was like the ocean, accommodating all the different points of view. He was loved and respected, too, and then, Sir Harilal knew when and how to open his mouth. He was a man of few words. But when he spoke, each and every word was carefully followed, interpreted and understood. He respected his tongue, and never let it wag like that of a mad person, drunkard, drug addict or Rottweiler. He was not a brute, not a beast, not a savage, not a barbarian, not a monster, not a devil, not a sadist, not a dictator, not a tyrant, not an oppressor, not a maniac, not a lunatic, not a psychopath, not a headbanger, and what not. Once he sat on the sacred chair of the house. That is the main reason why Sir Harilal was respected, appreciated, honored, valued, admired and still looked up to. And remembered. People still go to his tomb to pray and seek inspiration, because he respected his chair more than he loved himself. Also because he was a man of proven integrity and ability. Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.